Dear student, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, everybody? I hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine, Alhamdulillah. Today, I am going to take an online class for the student of class 10, subject Islam and Moral Education, chapter 2, lesson 22, topic the third source of the Shariat, Al-Ijma. I am Imd Abdul Salam, senior teacher, School and College Bath. Dear student, do you know what is the third source of Shariat? Al-Ijma. Our today's topic, the third source of the Shariat, Al-Ijma. Learning outcome. After this lesson, student will be able to know about the concept of Al-Ijma, will be able to explain the rise of Ijma, will be able to learn about the importance and legitimacy of Ijma. Now the introduction of Ijma. What is Ijma? We know everybody. There are four sources of Shariat. First one Al-Quran, second one Al-Hadith, third one Al-Ijma, fourth one Al-Qiyas. What is Sharia? Sharia, that means way or path by which a man can reach his own destination. A Muslim destination is to enter the Jannah. The third source of Shariat is Ijma. Ijma is an Arabic word. Its etymological meaning are to agree, to be united, to establish the agreed opinion, etc. In a practical sense, to come to a common position on a matter or discourse is called Ijma. In the Islamic parlance, the consensus of the pious mujtahid, researcher of a certain age on a particular issue is termed as Ijma. Ijma may take place in any age subsequent to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, starting with the Sahabis radiallahu ta'ala anhum till today. Ijma may occur in every age. Ijma must essentially be supported by Al-Quran and As-Sunnah. Ijma is not to be attempt to any matter opposed to Al-Quran and Sunnah or on an illegal, illegitimate or sinful act. Ijma is a special status or favor divinely ordained for the Muslim. Now the rise of Ijma. It is no new phenomenon to solve any problem or introduce a new regulation by Ijma or consensus. Rather, its use or practice has been noticeable from the time of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Rasulullah himself would seek advice of his companions on various issues. After that, he would take the decision in the light of the agreed opinion. Allah the Most High says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, wa amruhum shura bainahum, meaning, and their affairs are resolved on the basis of mutual consultation. Surah Ash-Shura, Ayat 38. Thus Rasulullah said the legitimacy, example and ideal of Ijma. The Khulafa radiallahu ta'ala anhum used to seek solution of any new problem facing them first in Al-Quran. If not found there, they would solve it by the hadith of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Again, if the desired solution was not forthcoming even in the hadith, then the leading companions used to offer the solution on the basis of their consensus. For instance, mention may be made of the issue of compiling Al-Quran through consensus in Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu's time. In the day of the second Caliph Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Ijma was established on the issue of fixing the Tarawih Salat at 20 rakats. Thus, various problems were solved in the subsequent age through Ijma. Now, the rules and order on Ijma, its effectiveness. Ijma is the third source of Shariat. In determining rules and regulation, Ijma is recognized as an immutable instrument. Generally, it is obligatory to act upon the rules and regulations founded on Ijma. Now, the importance and legitimacy of Ijma. In the Islamic Sharia, Ijma is very important. It stands next to Al-Quran and Hadith. It is the third source of Shariat and an irrefutable tool. The legitimacy of Ijma is proved by various ayat of Al-Quran as well as by Hadith. Now, the importance and legitimacy of Ijma. Allah the Most High says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat nas, meaning you are the best community. You have been raised as such for the benefits of whole mankind. Surah Al-Imran ayat 110. In another ayat, it has been said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ, meaning, thus we have established you as a moderate nation, so that you can be witness to mankind. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 143. In the two ayat cited above, the Ummati Muhammadi, followers of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, meaning the Muslims have been proclaimed as the best and moderate community, and indirect evidence as support for Ijma. If the Mustahis resolve an issue by consensus, it is a serious sin to reject it. Allah the Most High says in this context, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولَ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى وَيَتَّبِعْ غَيْرَ سَبِيلِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَنُوَلِّهِ مَا تَوَلَّى وَنُصْلِهِ جَهَنَّمَ, meaning, if anybody opposes the prophets after the truth is revealed and tread the path contrary to the one taught by the Mu'min, then we shall let him turn to that which he chooses and cast him into the hell. Surah An-Nisa, ayat 115. The path of the Mu'min, as mentioned in this ayat, indicates to Ijma, consensus of the Muslim. Our beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, مَا رَعَاهُ الْمُسْلِمُونَ حَسَنَةً فَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ حَسَنٌ, meaning, whatever the Muslim preferred, that is preferable to Allah too. Tabarak. The importance of the consensus of the Muslims has been proved by this hadith as well. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, certainly Allah the Most High will not let my Ummah agree on the wrong path. The hand of Allah, mercy and help is upon solidarity. He who has seceded will at last go to hell as being seceded. Tirmidhi. Ijma is one of the tools of Sharia. Its legality is proved by Al-Quran and Hadith. It is obligatory to act upon it. Now the homework. Al-Ijma is the third source of Islamic Sharia. Explain the statement with its legitimacy. Allah Hafiz.